Good news. It is finally warmed up here in South Dakota. It is now 1. It was like 4 earlier. Now it's 11. But it's snowing out. Let's roll this down and take a look at the snow. There's a casino laundromat over there, so if you want to gamble and do your laundry all at the same time. But today, since it's snowing, there was 2 places I wanted to shoot photos of. I shot a photo of one before when it was snowing, but it wasn't enough snow there. It was a barn, and there just wasn't enough snow coverage to cover everything. And I'll show you that photo. I thought it was a pretty good photo, but then I was told that I should wait until it gets full snow coverage at this certain barn that I wanted to shoot a photo of. So I'm going back for the second time to shoot a photo of that. And then there was another place, which I don't know if I'm going to do. Maybe I'll do it today. Maybe it was a cabin. I don't know. But I shot in a video before when I was in Wyoming. There was a photo of like basically a roof on the ground, like the whole structure disappeared and then just the roof's on the ground. So that's just kind of the same deal. Except this one's a smaller one, and the roof of the cabin is just sitting on the ground, and I think that would probably be a decent photo if it was completely covered in snow. I don't know. I've only shot one structure that had the roof sitting on the ground before, and I don't know, and I don't know if I can really get in there to get all these, a good angle. But maybe I'll go up there and try. Then it's also depending on whether or not my truck's going to be able to make it to that location. All right, one other thing I want to talk to you guys about, maybe before I go shoot a photo of that barn, is maybe like a review on this 3-legged Thing quick release. It's the same type of quick release that you would see on a like a bicycle wheel, or a seat post clamp. It's the same type of deal where it swings over and it locks into place. So one thing I wanted to just bring up, that if you do own or buy one of these 3-legged Thing quick releases, it works wonderfully, obviously, with a 3-legged Thing plate. But if you bought this quick release and then you said, well, I want to buy some extra Arca Swiss plates, and maybe put an Arca Swiss plate on this camera and that camera, and then maybe they'll all be interchangeable because it's Arca Swiss, so they should work on everything. The problem is they don't. Evidently, there's no industry standard for the Arca Swiss for the size, like the actual like this dovetail groove right here. So if you bought, say, had another tripod, maybe a generic tripod, or bought some extra plates off of Amazon, and you try to use it on the 3-legged Thing with the quick release. Let's see which way does this go. It goes right here, fits right on in there, closes. But here's the deal: it won't hold. I mean, it's not going to fall out, but it's loose. Keep that on. So obviously, if you use, here's a 3-legged Thing. That's a 3-legged Thing plate right there. Click that guy in, and it's perfect. Doesn't move or anything like that. So if you buy, which is a great product, the 3-legged Thing quick release, you're going to have to use the 3-legged Thing Arca Swiss plates. The other ones just aren't going to work. But you could use a 3-legged Thing. This is just an Airhead, I think this one's called. And if it's just the screw type right here, it doesn't matter. You can put any plate in it because it's infinitely adjustable. You just screw it right on in, and it works perfectly. Now this plate will work. That plate will work on this quick release. I keep turning you on here. That plate will work on this quick release. Where is it? Right here. Gotta turn this up. Here we go. It will work, but the problem is you have to adjust and do the tensioning on the quick release with a Allen head, with an Allen wrench, and then it'll work fine. But the problem is you'll end up adjusting this quick release for this plate, and then you won't be able to use the three-legged Thing Arca-Swiss plate. So if you're going to go with this system, just stick with all three-legged Thing plates. So I don't know, maybe that might help you guys out if you're thinking about buying one of these quick release deals. And I love it, I think it's great, but it doesn't work with other plates unless you adjust it every single time. So all right, enough of that. Let's move on to shooting some photos. I'm going to swing through here through Whitewood and see if there's anything here to shoot a photo of. Maybe there's an old saloon or something that might be kind of cool. But all right, let's get to driving. There are some pretty cool buildings in there. Looks like they're built in 1908, but there were some kind of modern cars, you know, parked in the front of them. So I don't want to. I'll wait. It's not that far away from where I live, so I'll come back another day and shoot a photo of those buildings. So now we're off to a barn. That's the barn right there. And it is snowing. I don't know. Guess you never know until you take the shot, right? So well, I guess I'll go out right over here. This is where I went last time to shoot. I'll essentially shoot the same shot that I did last time. I don't know how this one's going to turn out. Might look cool. I don't know. You never know. All right, let's get set up. Well, whoa. It's not the greatest. I mean, it's a nice photo. So I don't know. I'll just throw these in the Lightroom and see what I can do. I did a little bit here on my iPhone. I guess the problem is that I couldn't, you know, want all this grass or, you know, these reeds or whatever to be completely covered in snow. So it's be nothing but white. And then the barn, and then the trees was the other tricky thing, is that we wanted them to be have frost on them or have snow on them, and then obviously in the background with like a nice clear blue sky. But doesn't seem like that's happening. And I think you need a significant amount of snow on the ground to cover up all this, all these reeds or grass or whatever it is. So I don't know. Maybe I'll head over to the roof on the ground and see what that looks like before this South Dakota weather melts all the snow and it becomes a whole different ball game in the next couple of days. So all right, let's head out and go to phase 2. I did see something that sparked my interest. These are pillars on Hardin. This was supposed to be along, you know, in the 20s or something. This guy named Hardin was going to develop this part of this county, and he put these pillars up there, J.D. Hardin. So it's got his name engraved inside the, or embossed, I guess you would say, inside the concrete pillars. And I've shot these pillars a few times, and they're really cool to shoot. But right as I was driving past them again, I don't know, it looked kind of cool with the frosty tree, and then the sun is in the background, and it's diffused by the clouds. So I better get out there right now and shoot it before anything changes. All right, here we go. You guys stay nice and warm in the truck? Yeah, I never go wrong with these pillars right here. This part right here has always served me well. I think that looks pretty cool because it's got the snow on top of the pillar, a little cap, wintry tree, and the light and the sun is diffused. So I think that I don't know. I like this one better than the barn. And it looks like my battery's dying, so I need to change you. We're gonna head up to roof on ground. All right, I'm coming up to the roof on the ground, but there was this barn that was on this side over here that I've always kind of wanted to shoot a photo of, and I saw a truck pull into just off to the side here, and I have a feeling that this guy might be the owner of this property, so maybe I might ask him and see if I can go over there and shoot a photo. I think I'm gonna try it and see what happens. He's on the phone though. Uh-oh. Let's see what happens here. I better wear this mule shoe hat. I'm in. I should have turned the camera around so you could see the conversation, but yeah, I'm gonna shoot a photo of that barn right there, and there's the rancher that's letting me do it. So as long as when I pull back out, I just lock the gate, and that's all I need to do. Oh, I'm excited. I've wanted to shoot a photo of this barn for quite some time. Not lucky. Well, I'm pretty excited. I don't know what to do. I'm thinking maybe I stay right here and shoot a photo going towards the barn so I don't make tracks. You know, once I make those tracks, I can't go back. So yeah, I'm gonna start right here, and I'm gonna let's flip you around. I think this would be a good place to stop. Got right here, got the chute right here, and I have the barn. So I'm thinking maybe putting the tripod right over here and then shooting this way, so I can put the barn in between this fence pole and then the chute, and then maybe if I get wide enough, I can get some of the sunset. So let's go shoot it. What are you guys doing? I think that's going to be a pretty good shot. I don't know if you can even see that. Probably not. You probably can't see that. Trust me, it looks pretty cool. It looks decent. It looks decent enough to say it was worth it. Just like taking the same shot over and over again, using f8, f11, back and forth. I don't know, just kind of don't want to leave this spot right now. I suppose I could go around this way and come in, like take a wide sweep of it. But there's that sun. There it is. I think we got a lot of good shots. And I have double check. Oh, I gotta sit down for a second. Had to double check, make sure my camera wasn't in JPEG mode. I've done that before. I got lucky on this one, so hopefully some of these shots will be pretty good. I think, or at least I'll like them. But I'm gonna wait a few more minutes to see if the sun lights up the clouds like they're like on the shelf, and if they do, then I'm gonna shoot a few more photos. But if that doesn't happen, then I'm pretty much done with this location. I hope you enjoy these photos and this little day trip somewhere in South Dakota. Thanks for coming along. Bye.